In our previous exploration of planetary roles, we discovered how each celestial body plays a unique part in our journey toward fulfillment. The sun as divine co-creator, the moon as master of self-nourishment, Mars as the disciplined warrior, and so on. But here's where our cosmic story takes a fascinating turn. Just as instruments in an orchestra can play at different volumes, these planetary energies don't operate at uniform strength in everyone's life. Enter Shadbala, one of the most sophisticated systems ever developed for measuring planetary strength. Think of it as a cosmic energy meter, capable of measuring 6 distinct types of power that each planet can possess. But unlike modern measurements that simply tell us more is better, Shadbala reveals something far more nuanced. Each planet requires a specific amount of strength to fulfill its cosmic duties, no more and no less. Imagine you're building a house. You don't need every tool to be as powerful as possible. You need each tool to have the right amount of power for its specific job. A sledgehammer that's too powerful becomes dangerous. A screwdriver that's too blunt becomes useless. Similarly, in the cosmic architecture of our lives, each planet needs enough strength to perform its role, but not necessarily maximum strength. This understanding revolutionizes how we view personal development. Modern self-help often pushes us to maximize everything, to be more confident, more productive, more assertive. But Shadbala suggests a different approach. Some planets need more strength to function effectively, while others require less. Yet those needing less sometimes struggle more to accumulate their necessary strength. What makes this system particularly fascinating is how it meshes with modern psychological insights. Just as contemporary psychology recognizes that not everyone needs to be an extrovert or a leader to live a fulfilled life, Shadbala shows us that not everyone needs the same pattern of planetary strengths. Some of history's most influential figures achieved their impact not through uniform strength, but through a unique pattern of planetary powers that perfectly suited their life's mission. As we dive deeper into understanding how each planet operates when its Shadbala falls below the required minimum, we'll discover something remarkable. These variations in planetary strength aren't flaws in need of correction, but rather cosmic fingerprints indicating our unique role in life's grand symphony. This isn't just ancient wisdom. It's a sophisticated framework for understanding human potential that remains remarkably relevant in our modern world. Think of strength for a moment. Not the kind measured in pounds lifted or miles run, but the subtle strength that determines whether someone bends or breaks under life's pressures. We all know people who seem to navigate life's storms with grace, while others struggle with the gentlest breeze. Science explains this through genetics, psychology, and environmental factors. But what if there's a deeper pattern at play? One that ancient cultures mapped through careful observation of both celestial movements and human nature. We live in an age obsessed with optimization, where every weakness must be transformed into strength, every flaw polished into perfection. Social media feeds overflow with messages about becoming your best self, as if there's some universal template for human excellence. Yet this one-size-fits-all approach to personal development contradicts everything we know about human nature. We're not machines to be optimized, but complex beings whose very imperfections often define our unique contributions to the world. Consider how nature itself operates. Every ecosystem needs both lions and lambs, both towering redwoods and delicate moss. Each species contributes not despite, but because of its unique characteristics. A lion trying to photosynthesize or a tree attempting to hunt would be absurd. Yet we often pressure ourselves to develop strengths that may be equally unnatural to our core nature. The ancient system of Shadbala offers a revolutionary perspective on human strength and weakness. Instead of seeing weakness as something to be eliminated, it views our pattern of strengths and weaknesses as a cosmic fingerprint, unique markers that indicate our natural role in life's grand dance. Think of it like a musical score, where each instrument plays its part. The triangle isn't weak because it can't sustain a note like a violin, nor is the drum lacking because it can't carry a melody. This understanding becomes particularly relevant in our modern world, where we're constantly pushed towards standardized ideals of success. The corporate executive burning out might not be weak. They might be a natural poet forced into a role that demands strengths they don't naturally possess. The struggling entrepreneur might not need another productivity hack. They might need to recognize that their particular pattern of strengths calls for a different path entirely. What makes Shadbala particularly fascinating is its sophisticated understanding of how different types of strength interact. Modern psychology recognizes that people can be strong in some areas and weak in others, but Shadbala goes further, mapping out exactly how these strengths and weaknesses dance together. It shows us that weakness in one area doesn't doom us to failure. It simply indicates where we need support, collaboration, or a different approach entirely. As we dive deeper into understanding these patterns of strength and weakness, we'll explore how each planet's energy manifests in our lives, not as abstract forces, but as tangible patterns that shape our health, relationships, work, and spiritual journey. We'll see how recognizing and working with these patterns can transform our approach to personal development, leading to a life that flows with our nature rather than constantly fighting against it. Let's begin our exploration with the sun, not just the physical star that lights our world, but the cosmic fire that burns within each of us. When this internal flame dims through Low Shadbala, we encounter a fascinating paradox. Rather than leading to failure, it often reveals a path of service that's equally vital, but fundamentally different from the traditional solar role of independent leadership. Think of this solar energy operating on two distinct levels within us. First, it fuels our capacity to manifest original visions, to stand alone if necessary in pursuit of our inspirations. When this fire burns low, we might find ourselves naturally drawn to supporting others' visions, rather than blazing our own trails. The second level is more tangible. It governs our body's fundamental resilience, particularly our ability to process and purify what life throws at us. Moving to the moon's domain, we encounter a different kind of strength, the ability to nourish ourselves. When lunar Shadbala runs low, it creates what we might call cosmic hunger. Not physical hunger necessarily, but a persistent sense of emptiness. Imagine having a bank account that never quite fills up, no matter how many deposits you make. That's how low lunar strength feels emotionally. There's a constant sense of depletion, where even small demands feel overwhelming because there's no reservoir of energy to draw from. This lunar challenge becomes particularly visible in social situations. Those with low lunar strength often struggle with the more fundamental ability to position themselves where nourishing connections can occur. The hunger remains unmet, not because they don't know how to eat, but because they struggle to get themselves to the table. Mars presents another fascinating dimension of strength, our capacity for instinctive protection. When its Shadbala runs low, our protective shield thins, leaving us more vulnerable not just to physical accidents, but to all forms of invasion, from viral infections to environmental sensitivities. Its influence extends beyond physical protection to govern our ability to seize opportunities decisively. It's not about luck or timing, it's about the fire to act decisively when opportunity presents itself. Mercury's role is perhaps the most complex. It's the cosmic juggler, helping us balance life's competing demands. When its Shadbala runs low, we often see people achieve remarkable success in one area while other aspects of life fall into disarray. It's like an orchestra, where some sections play beautifully while others fall silent. The overall symphony of life loses its harmony. Jupiter's strength manifests in a uniquely powerful way. It's the bridge between inner virtue and outer manifestation. Think of it as the cosmic translator that turns good intentions into tangible results. When its Shadbala runs low, we encounter a poignant paradox, the presence of noble intentions without the means to manifest them. It's like having a beautiful song stuck in your head but lacking the ability to share it with others. Venus, when operating with Low Shadbala, creates a peculiar relationship with pleasure and fulfillment. Those affected struggle to connect deeply enough with experiences to draw real nourishment from them. Like a plant that needs to slow down and extend its roots to absorb nutrients, they need to learn the art of conscious enjoyment. Finally, we come to Saturn, the cosmic janitor whose strength determines how well we process life's heavier elements. When its Shadbala runs low, it's like having an exhausted housekeeper. The cleaning never quite reaches completion. This manifests physically in our body's reduced ability to process toxins, and emotionally in our struggle to let go of stress, outdated relationships, or harmful habits. Life's various forms of junk tend to accumulate because we lack the strength to regularly clear them away. But here's the profound truth that ties all these planetary strengths together. These patterns aren't flaws to be fixed, but rather signposts pointing toward our authentic path. Just as an ecosystem needs both predators and prey, the human community needs people with different combinations of strengths and weaknesses. Your particular pattern of planetary power isn't a mistake to be corrected, but a cosmic fingerprint indicating your unique role in life's grand dance. The art of living well, then, lies not in achieving some standardized pattern of planetary strength, but in understanding and honoring our unique cosmic fingerprint. When we align our life choices with our natural planetary patterns rather than fighting against them, we often find that our apparent weaknesses become the very foundation of our most meaningful contributions to the world. Remember, Shadbala measures strength, not health or potential. Everyone can be healthy and fulfilled, but not everyone needs to be strong in the same ways. Your pattern of planetary power isn't a prison sentence, but a roadmap. One that, when properly understood, can guide you toward your most authentic and fulfilling path in life. Understanding your unique pattern of strengths and weaknesses isn't about accepting limitations. It's about recognizing your authentic path. In a world pushing everyone toward the same definition of success, maybe the most revolutionary act is embracing your unique cosmic fingerprint and letting it guide you toward your natural role in life's grand symphony. Now that you understand how planetary strengths and weaknesses create your unique cosmic blueprint, you might be wondering how to apply this knowledge to your own life. While general astrology tells you what planets are where, understanding your personal Shadbala reveals why you naturally excel in certain areas while finding others challenging. I specialize in psychological chart readings that focus on these deeper patterns of strength and challenge. Rather than simply telling you what your chart says, I help you understand how these planetary energies manifest in your daily experience, relationships, and life choices. This isn't about prediction. It's about understanding your authentic nature and learning to work with it rather than against it. If you're ready to explore the unique pattern of strengths that make you who you are, book a psychological chart reading through the link below. And make sure to subscribe for more explorations into how ancient wisdom can illuminate our modern understanding of human nature. Thank you for watching. This is Ayla, signing off.